are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogreboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2021 movie Raya and the Last Dragon. So in this movie, long ago in the fantasy world of Kamandra, humans and dragons live together in harmony, but when an evil force threatened the land, the dragons sacrificed themselves to save humanity. Now 500 years later, that same evil has returned, and it's up to a lone warrior, Raya, to track down the legendary Last Dragon to destroy the fractured land and its divided people. So this movie is pretty good. I think it's actually a pretty underrated Disney movie. The story is really well written and everything, and I think Raya is an awesome main character, and I love all of the side characters in here too. You got Sisu, the Last Dragon, and she is just a really lovable character, voiced by Awkwafina. And then you got Raya's animal sidekick, Tuk Tuk, who is this half pill bug, half, I think, I'm not exactly sure what he's supposed to be, but he's just absolutely adorable. I think he's like inspired by a half pill bug, half armadillo, I think. But he's just really adorable. And then you got Boone, who is this little boy who owns this boat that helps them travel and stuff. And then there's like Tong, who I was trying to remember his name. Tong, this warrior that has a heart of gold and befriends them and stuff, and then there's a baby character named Noi, who is this baby that cons people and stuff. She's really cute and everything, and her and Tong don't really have a lot to do. They kind of come in later into the movie and stuff, but they're really likable. All of them have their own distinct personalities and people that they miss that have been turned into stone that they want to get back and everything. So they're all really sweet characters and lovable characters and everything, and you want to see all of them succeed so that they can get their family members back and stuff. But especially Raya, who loses her dad at the beginning of the movie and one of the most emotional moments of the movie and everything, when he sacrifices himself to make sure she's safe and everything. He can barely move because he got shot in the leg with an arrow and stuff, and the evil spirit things, I cannot remember what they're called, that turn people into stone, get him and everything. It's just really well written and everything, and by the time this movie ends, it has a very satisfying ending and stuff, like getting to see all of these characters reunite with their loved ones and see all of the dragons come back and stuff. It's really well done and everything. And I think all of the characters are really lovable. I love the adventure feel of this movie too. It has some really fun moments and stuff, kind of good action and stuff. And everything it's pretty action-packed at times and everything, and a lot of chase sequences, and it's just a fun adventure movie, which I love that too. I love when Disney animated movies take us on fun adventures and stuff, and this one does for sure and everything. And it builds out the world really well too. Like the first 30 minutes of the movie is just really building out this story and introducing these characters really well. It builds out the world really good and everything. I love that too. Everything. I think the score in here by James Newton Howard is just absolutely amazing. It fits the tone of the movie really, really well and just works really good. And like I said, the voice cast, they're all really good too. Awkwafina as Sisu is probably the standout for me, but Kelly Marie Tran from Star Wars is excellent as Raya. I think she does a really great job. Gemma Chan is really good as Namari. And got Benedict Wong as Tong. He's really good in here. And all of the voice casts just are really great in this movie. And they all fit their roles really well. And the message about working together and having to trust people even though they've done you wrong and stuff. And everything, having to learn to retrust somebody that's hurt you. And everything, like, the message is just really well done, and it has some really good moments and stuff and everything. And I love, like, the message of the story that, like, if life can be a lot better if you work together than it is if being divided and stuff. It was like something that is really far left field for something to come out in this world nowadays, because our world is divided into so much chaos and stuff nowadays. But this movie had that good message and stuff. I get what they were going for with it. I think it worked really good. I will say, though, that I wish that they did a little bit more with Raya and Namari's relationship and stuff. Like, you see them at the beginning and they just instantly become best friends after 2 seconds and everything, and she's instantly trusting her and everything, which isn't really a smart way to do things and everything. She just instantly trusts her and thinks that the world's gonna be all hunky-dory and everything, and she's instantly betrayed by Namari, and it messes up their friendship and their relationship, which it wasn't much of a friendship because Namari pretty much just used her to get to this gem thing and everything. It pretty much starts the whole movie and everything, her betraying her and everything. So I think they should have built that out more. Maybe made it where showed that they had became friends over time before she betrayed her and stuff. It would have made Namari a more interesting character, because they could have made it where, like, she felt like she had to betray her and stuff because she felt like she was being controlled by her mom, which is what they were kind of hinting at anyway, that she was doing a lot of this stuff that she was doing against her will and everything, because she does get a redemption arc by the end of this movie, which I think it works pretty good. And like I said, I'm a sucker for a good redemption arc. I don't feel like it was as strong as it could have been, though. Like I felt like if they had wrote the story a little bit better and maybe just tweaked a few things a little bit, the relationship between Raya and Namari would have been more believable and more better and everything. But because, to be honest, Sisu wanting Raya to trust her and stuff, it makes sense why Raya wouldn't want to trust Namari and stuff, which and everything. It makes her sympathetic and relatable. Like nobody would want to trust somebody that just betrayed them and everything and caused such a big catastrophic event in their world and everything. Like, it is completely understandable why Raya wouldn't trust her and everything, but it does have a good lesson about that. But I also am like, I didn't fully understand, like, why you would want Raya to trust somebody that betrayed her so bad. I get they were trying to go for a redemption and stuff, but I think it could have just been executed just a little bit better. That's really the only thing that holds this movie back a little bit for me, but just a little bit, because like I said, this movie is pretty underrated. I don't think it gets the credit it deserves. It's very entertaining, very fun, and personally I feel like it was Disney's best movie since Moana and everything at the time that it came out, and it's still one of my favorites in recent years. Like this one and Encanto both came out the same year, and I thought were both great movies and everything. And I loved Wish last year. I haven't seen Strange World yet. That's actually one that when I watch in a couple weeks for the review, that'll be a first time watch. But this one I really enjoy. I think Raya and the Last Dragon is very underrated, and it doesn't get the credit it deserves. It came out at a bad time when the pandemic stuff was going on really bad and everything, and I think it was actually one of the movies that you could pay $20 to watch on Disney Plus or go see it in the theater and stuff. I think that also hurt its box office and popularity, and it just didn't hit with audiences like other movies did. Like Encanto flopped at the box office, but it did gain life on Disney Plus and gained a big fan base and everything. And I think it even won the Oscar for Best Animated Film, which that movie is amazing too. I don't know which one I like more out of this one and Encanto. I actually really debate a lot. I'll be able to tell you for sure here the next week or two when I rewatch Encanto, but But yeah, this movie is it's a solid movie. It's very entertaining, and I think it's uh, definitely the best one since Moana and everything. I think that Raya is a really great character, one of the best Disney princesses. I just found out that she was added to the lineup, which makes me happy because she was a very welcome addition. I really hope they let Asha from Wish become a Disney princess. We'll see. But I thought Raya was a welcome addition and everything. I don't feel like this movie needs sequels or anything. I don't know if it even did good enough to get a franchise, but I do think it's a really great movie, and I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it, because it's a very underrated movie too. And everything. We've seen similar movies to it. It's not anything super groundbreaking or new, but it is a really good time, and it's a beautifully done movie and beautifully animated, and everything has gorgeous animation like you would expect from Disney Animation Studios, and a great story, and it's a really fun time. So this is the first movie in what I'm dubbing as the new dark age for Disney, because this is the first one that kind of underperformed and everything. It was critically acclaimed, but it underperformed and everything. And I have a feeling we're about to hit a new dark age for Disney and stuff. And everything. I know it's debatable whether this is a revival movie or not, but I'm counting it as a dark age movie because it didn't get a great theatrical release and it underperformed at the box office. So to me, it's part of a new dark age and everything. But that doesn't take away from its quality, because I think it's still an amazing movie, which that's something that I feel like is the same thing with Pixar. I feel like Pixar has been making great movies, but the audiences haven't been connecting with Pixar or Disney's movies, and I still connect with them really well. The Pixar's that I'm starting to realize is because people think they're overly sentimental now and stuff. I've been watching a few videos, and that's one of the things that a lot of people complain about, is they're overly sentimental. I'm a sentimental dude, so it doesn't bother me, and of course my favorite filmmaker is Spielberg, so maybe that's why the sentimental stuff just doesn't bother me. I'm used to it with Spielberg, and I eat that shit up. If a movie is overly sentimental, I just love it and everything. I like feeling emotions when I watch movies and stuff. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. But I think Raya and the Last Dragon is a really good one, and it has some really great moments, and it has a really satisfying ending and stuff. And I feel like the only thing that I really didn't like was I just feel like the relationship between her and Namari could have been a little bit better written, and that's really it. That's the only complaint I have with it and everything. So I'm gonna say I'd give Raya and the Last Dragon a 9 out of 10. I highly recommend it. It's a really good movie, great characters, great story, beautiful animation, and it's just a lot of fun and everything. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it and everything. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.